Hi and welcome back to a brand new video with Minishu 2 for 3, and let's watch a new Death Battle as this time, beginning of Season 8. I finally caught up to Season 8 and I finally caught up to today's episode, which you already tell, you can already know, is Yoda vs King Mickey, which is Star Wars versus Kingdom Hearts. Now when it comes to Yoda and Star Wars, I know pretty much nothing about those two characters, or nothing about them personally. Yoda, I know he's some sort of, as I assume, he's some kind of master or something. You know, probably someone teach Luke Skywalker and stuff like that. I assume, but I don't really know the character because I don't. To be honest, Star Wars is not my thing. I don't care too much about that series. Now when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, on the other hand, I love that series. It's definitely one of my favorite series out there, and I love Mickey Mouse as well. So that goes hand in hand for me because Mickey has done a lot throughout the Kingdom Hearts series, and now he is in the Death Battle. This is released in January, I think, as a original episode. Be sure to go down to the link in the description below to watch it. Or somewhere around here. Yeah, I think this Death Battle released before the Remind DLC, so we can't really count that. But Mickey's still been able to do quite a lot of stuff. But I'm curious if they're going to count anything that Mickey has done outside of Kingdom Hearts. I don't think so. Personally, because it says King Mickey and Kingdom Hearts. So it's going to probably only focus on the Kingdom Hearts stuff for Mickey Mouse. And he is a king, so... And he is definitely, Mickey Mouse is always a win, but still, I'm gonna go watch this analysis and see what Yoda has to offer before I can possibly make a decision. Right now, I want to say Mickey Mouse because I just prefer Mickey Mouse and I like Kingdom Hearts a lot more than Star Wars, so I hope I'm right about that one. But let's go into the analysis and see what Yoda has to offer. And maybe they tell us a few feats about Mickey that I definitely didn't know about. So, without further ado, I'm gonna watch the new the Yoda vs King Mickey Death Battle in a very hot apartment. So, and I can't have my fans on because it kicks into the mic or something probably. So, let's play.
Thank you to Harry's for sponsoring this episode.
Too often, we gotta choose between quality and a fair price. But with Harry's, that ain't a problem.
For a limited time, Harry's is offering their starter set plus a free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/death.
Harry's delivers a close, comfortable shave at only $2 per refill.
Again, for a limited time, Harry's has an exclusive offer for you guys. New customers can get a Harry's starter set and a free body wash for just $3 at harrys.com/death. That's a $16 value for just $3.
You'll get a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel, a travel.
It's gonna be rough for me wearing a headset because I don't have.
Great deal, but act fast while supplies last. Go to harrys.com/death to redeem your offer.
So let's go. Yoda versus Mickey. I've been looking forward to this Death Battle.
Yoda, the legendary Jedi Master of Star Wars
fame. Jedi
King
Master.
Mickey, His Highness of Disney Castle from Kingdom Hearts.
These two have proven time and time again that size matters not.
But let's see which of these tiny titans can swing their way to victory in a one-on-one duel. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
Oh, it's gonna be a 3D battle, huh?
To find out who would win a death
That's
battle.
awesome. Let's go.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a Jedi there was. Master he is. Yoda his name.
You're not gonna keep doing that, are you?
Tell me what to do, you cannot.
Okay, the mysterious Grand Master Yoda devoted his life to the ways of the Force and to leading the Jedi Order, a group of noble peacekeepers. They took it upon themselves to maintain a state of tranquility in the galaxy.
Don't be fooled by all that talk of peace, though. They're like superhuman samurai. Jedi consistently take on hordes of baddies by themselves, and they've been doing it for centuries, way before the start of the Galactic Republic.
At which point, the Jedi became much more entangled in, let's just say, government affairs.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so it's like a
wizards were missing.
government
Politics.
The Jedi
Master?
Council began weighing in on various
Of course
matters
not,
to
but-
both protect democracy and avoid violent conflicts.
Except they kinda screwed the porg on that front. The Clone Wars wasn't just a fantastic series by George Lucas and Dave Filoni, it was also an awesome miniseries by Genndy Tartakovsky.
And it was a horrific war that wiped out the Jedi, erased the Republic, and saw the rise of the Empire.
Sure, that too. Spoilers, man.
As the Jedi Grand Master, Yoda led the Grand Army of the Republic, a military force almost entirely comprised of clones, aka disposable people.
Man, that gets really messed up if you
But I
think
guess
about
that's
it
what they
too
call
long.
it, Clone
Despite
Wars or
his
something,
small,
because,
frail
clones.
appearance, Yoda could absolutely hold his own in combat. In fact, he's considered one of the most powerful Jedi of his era.
He's trained all the greats like Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, and even Liam Neeson. Where do you think he got that particular set of skills from?
All of Yoda's 900 years of experience certainly came in handy, like when he battled Count Dooku and Darth Sidious, two of the most powerful Sith Lords ever known.
Both Jedi and Sith usually come with the standard issue lightsaber, a badass weapon for a more badass age. They're pretty versatile too, with 7 different forms of combat styles. And don't think Yoda's gonna miss out on all that laser sword swinging. He's mastered all 7 styles, even though he's only 2 feet high. Hell, most lightsabers are taller than he is.
Which is why he specializes in the 4th form, Ataru. This
Ataru.
style focuses on utilizing the Force to increase a Jedi's capabilities, allowing them to attack at blurring speeds with incredible precision.
Basically, he can flip-flop around like a ninja frog. Wait, is he actually Kermit?
This does
I don't think
still
it's
mean
Kermit.
Yoda has a sort of handicap in physical combat, as his stature requires him to use the Force far more than most opponents just to keep up. While the Force is beyond the body and seemingly infinite, too much effort all at once can put a strain on a person and even kill them. However, Yoda is truly a master of the Force, potentially more so than any other Jedi. He has moved starships with his mind and lifted hundreds of droids at once.
He can also use mind tricks, illusions, and a technique called 2 to minus. That's when Jedi block or catch and redirect energy, like lightning, blaster bolts, or even other lightsabers.
It's safe to say that Yoda greatly prefers using the Force in combat over his Jedi weapon.
Wiz, if I ever get one of those laser swords and toss it away, you totally have permission to kill me.
Interesting. Dummy? Just let me see your hand.
My hand? Ow!
Okay, now place your finger there.
No? Jeez, Marshall would never make me do something like this.
Marshall? Who's Marshall?
Huh? Oh, the DBX Ringmaster guy. That's his real name. We were roommates in college. He's helping me track down my dad, because he's my best bud.
Oh, best bud, huh?
What the hell was that?
Finally, I won't be the only one.
Wait, what just happened?
Anyway,
Yeah, what just
the
happened?
Force is capable of much more than a lightsaber. Kip Duron, a Jedi whose potential has been compared to Yoda, utilized it to move a gravity well-generated void, basically a black hole created by a ship, to strike the right balance of pressure in order to move a singularity. Theoretically, you would need to exert an energy output equivalent to almost 14 petatons of TNT.
Jedi are also
14,
super
huh?
fast. They've blocked blaster
At least
bolts,
almost.
of course, but they can also keep up with droid tri-fighters and Magna Guards, which both are clearly stated to have near light speed reflexes. Holy crap, who's building these things?
Furthermore, Jedi can use the Force to glimpse into the distant future through meditation. They can even allow the Force to guide their movements and predict danger in advance. Needless to say, all of these incredible feats would be impossible without the Force.
But with powers like that and a dash of political meddling, it was only a matter of time before these peacekeepers became soldiers. Even generals.
In a surprising move, Yoda actually chose to engage the rising separatist threat with an army of his own, personally kicking off the Clone Wars himself.
Too bad it was, as the fishman says, a trap.
The war took a sour turn, and the demise of the Jedi became all but assured. By the time they put the pieces together, it was too late. The Order fell into darkness.
More like brutally murdered into darkness. And you know, it's kind of their fault in a way. They were so committed to talking about peace, but at the same time, they're like really good at killing people.
Why do peacekeepers need to be so specifically trained in murder? So
I guess so they can win.
Wiz, get over yourself. If you had a lightsaber,
More
you'd
easily?
wanna use it as much as you could too.
Or brutally?
The Jedi Order under Yoda did seem somewhat hypocritical. He would come to realize his follies, like the Council's sanctimonious excuses for betraying students like Ahsoka when they were needed most.
They ripped out our sweet Padawan rat tail, you assholes! But yeah, he finally figured out war's not make one great. especially if you're a tiny green Muppet.
Haunted by his mistakes and perturbed by the violence he helped bring upon the galaxy, Yoda went into self-imposed exile. He even gave up his lightsaber, and finally, he would train one last apprentice, Luke Skywalker.
Exactly.
Yoda taught Luke everything he could before finally becoming one with the Force, gaining immortality as a spooky blue spirit, just like Obi-Wan and Liam Neeson.
And Luke, he went on
Immortality?
to reverse many of the mistakes of Jedi's
That's
past,
not a good sign.
ending the Empire, redeeming his father, bringing balance to the Force, and inspiring a new, different generation. In the end, Yoda's greatest lesson of all was that oftentimes failure is our greatest teacher.
I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
Well, okay. Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, Disney's OG OC. You know him as a cute corporate mascot that hangs out with other cute animals and lives a pretty normal domestic life. But did you know he's also an insanely powerful warrior mage that fights darkness to save the Disney universe alongside a young boy and his good old duck and dog buddies? Not that dog, the other one.
Ah, yes, welcome
Yeah,
to the
Goofy.
world of Kingdom Hearts, a collection of worlds where Kingdom Hearts is the heart of the worlds and the source of ultimate wisdom and power across all kingdoms and worlds.
You know, my favorite thing about Kingdom Hearts is how straightforward it is.
My favorite part is how it's ruled by that 92-year-old mouse wizard.
Yep, here he isn't just Mickey, he's King Mickey, the ruler
Yeah.
of Disney Castle and the leader of the Guardians of Light, a group of Keyblade wielders who combat darkness.
King Mickey and the other Guardians, like Sora, remember him, protect the worlds using magic and powerful weapons known as Keyblades.
Those things are the real deal. They can perform a whole bunch of spells, deflect lasers, and even unlock almost anything. Get it? Because they're keys. Mickey swung a lot of keys around, but his current and best is his star cluster.
The king underwent rigorous training as an apprentice to the great sorcerer Yen Sid. After some incidents involving a few too many brooms, he eventually became a sorcerer and Keyblade master himself.
Keyblades are basically like wands that can channel the user's magic for spells like Pearl, Mind Shield, and Faith Volley, which are all based on light energy magic.
He can also heal himself and others with Curaga and Healing Light, and that's honestly still just the tip of the iceberg.
With
Definitely.
the Stops a spell, he can freeze time for the length of an entire battle. Damn!
Then there's Mickey's most powerful and most legendary spell, Ultima, which is basically a massive, devastating release of all of Mickey's light magic at once.
The only downside is these spells do require a lot of magic energy to use, which is also limited to Mickey's own energy. Also, he does need the Keyblade to channel it. There's not much the mouse can do without his Keyblade, except for be a cute and cuddly mascot.
Well, even if he does lose it, Mickey can immediately summon the Keyblade back to his hand.
Yeah, because it's a
Whoa,
Keyblade.
Let me try.
Boomstick, if you really want another beer, just go get one. Oh my god, it worked!
No, it was just me.
Well, Keyblades can
All
also
right.
be used to lock worlds and doors in order to keep out Heartless, which are corrupted beings split from the darkness of a person's heart with a desire to consume.
Wait a second, Wiz. Pluto is a dog, but so is Goofy. But Goofy gets to walk around and fight with Sora and Donald, and Pluto just eats and sleeps like a normal dog. This must mean that Pluto is Goofy's Heartless.
Do you have a concussion?
Absolutely not.
Always.
I doubt
On
that.
top of all of his advanced magic, Mickey's mega tough. When Heartless stack up, they can form a huge mass and take the shape of a giant twister called a Demon Tower. And Mickey's tanked a couple beatings from him.
He's also survived this huge explosion from when the Keyblade was destroyed.
Yeah, aka the X-Blade.
X-Blade. It's just pronounced like Keyblade, even though it's just one Keyblade. It's seriously
Yeah, that's
so
sort of
confusing.
really
Keyblades
confusing.
are capable
I can
of
agree with that.
equally incredible feats. Sora could
It's
slice
written
through several
X-Blade,
buildings
but
with
it's
his
still
Keyblade, and
pronounced
Mickey's
Keyblade,
rescued
so.
him on more than one occasion. Which makes sense, he's the leader after all and can match any of them in power.
But Sora's no joke. He went up against Hercules, a demigod that launched a 1,600-ton rock titan into space. But that's nothing compared to his dad, Zeus. That guy can move stars, and not even he can compete with the foes that Mickey's tangling with.
The Guardians of Light and their Keyblades are immensely strong, but they also have great speed to match. Roxas's heart was able to move far above the speed of light in order to travel across galaxies, from the Radiant Garden back to the Keyblade Graveyard in a matter of seconds.
What?
And like any great ruler, Mickey's also remained a constant pillar of hope for all, even during some of the darkest times.
Absolutely.
And with the help of his friends, the king was able to bring the darkness to an end and stop Xehanort, a Keyblade master hell-bent on getting the power of Kingdom Hearts.
While Sora battled Xehanort, Mickey and the rest of the Guardians finally closed Kingdom Hearts for good, preventing the power from falling into the wrong hands.
That mouse had it all figured out. The real key to saving the world is your friends. If each one of them also has a super powerful magic sword, that's also a key.
Despite his long journey, King Mickey never wavered and led the way with his optimism, perseverance, and most important of all, the light inside.
Yeah.
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good. Don't worry. There will always be a door to the light.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all
Okay, I will skip their ad.
But first, if you want some extra force in the sack, try out Blue Chew.
Alright. After watching their analysis, Yoda is an okay character. I can't say I got enough information about him to compare him to Mickey great enough. But he definitely is capable of some speed, lifting all of those hundreds of whatever they were called. And you know, he definitely has done a few stuff that is capable, impressive, I guess. But when it comes to, okay, except for the whole immortality stuff, which is not a good thing, by the way. But when it comes to Mickey, he has done a lot more stuff. I can definitely say he has done a lot more stuff. More impressive stuff, at least. Because Mickey is, well, he is a Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts can be quite, well, it's a great series, so everything that happens in Kingdom Hearts is awesome for me anyway, but yeah, Mickey is always there, and okay, I don't know what to say here. I really don't know what to say. But based on the fact that they mentioned, I want Mickey to win, but because they said something about Yoda in immortality, I think Yoda is the one to win this one. Unless Mickey can somehow win, but I want Mickey to win. I really want Mickey to win because of everything he has been done in the Kingdom Hearts series so far. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut this part here quite short, and here's my guess. Okay, they're gonna come with that choice. My guess on the winner is Yoda, but I want Mickey to win, so I kind of hope Mickey to win. I hope Mickey wins, but my guess is on Yoda. So let's get this over with.
Right now, it's time for a death battle!
So, Mickey, please win.
Difficult to find, you are. A king, you must be.
And to challenge me, you must be a master.
Okay, that's fine. I would just like to have a little bit more story for why they're fighting, but it's actually challenging each other because they're a master / king. I mean, it's something, but I would still like to have more.
A wealth of power I sense in you.
If you say so.
Come on, Mickey.
My first
Please?
duel, this is not.
You could have fooled me.
Proof you are. That size matters not.
Right back at you, pal. Hot dog.
Come on, Mickey. Please. I don't want to see you die. I really don't want to see you die. Freezing time.
The path to victory. This is not the Force I must trust.
Oh gosh.
The battlefield is breaking.
You sure are strong, but it's time to end this tussle.
But because of his immortality thing they mentioned, oh, Mickey's gonna lose. I feel like he's gonna lose.
Surrender, you should. The power of the Force you have not.
I can try. All I need is the light.
Come on, Mickey.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Did Mickey win?
What a shame. What happened?
Worry, do not. One with the Force, I am.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Yes! I am so glad I was wrong about this one.
A troll to the
I'm so glad I was wrong about this one.
The Grand Master Yoda was one of the most powerful Jedi of all time, but the Force was ultimately no match for the light.
Yoda's gotta be one of the best sword fighters Mickey's ever faced, and definitely gave him a run for his money.
While Jedi have battled foes with near light speed reactions, a Keyblade Guardian like Mickey could move several times faster. In order for Roxas to travel across at least 4 star systems, he'd need to be moving almost 170 million times faster than light.
They've also rubbed shoulders with guys like Hercules and Zeus, who moved whole stars. There are hundreds of celestial bodies there. The energy needed to move that many is way more than what would be needed to move a black hole.
And while
Yeah,
Yoda doesn't
definitely.
have much of an obvious weakness himself, the problem is neither does King Mickey. At least nothing that Yoda could really take advantage of.
Even if Yoda could figure out that King Mickey had a limited amount of magic energy to cast spells with, there wasn't much Yoda could do before it would start to replenish.
And the Force isn't exactly limitless either. Too much strain has been proven to put a lot of stress on the body and even kill some Jedi in the past. These two were certainly a match for each other in many ways, but the King's superior speed, power, and magic meant he had the last laugh. Well, sort of.
Sorry, Yoda, but M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U are dead.
The winner is King Mickey.
Yeah, congratulations, Mickey Mouse.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next match.
Yeah, the next one is Shadow. I know that.
You can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music linked in the description.
Oh. Can this finally be the Death Battle Shadow wins? Alright, that was the Death Battle, and I was so right. Oh, glad I was wrong about this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I was wrong. But the analysis definitely made Yoda seem more powerful in a way. Just because of the fact that they mentioned something about immortality. And I think it was connected to him, if I'm not mistaken, remember something wrong here, but I think this says something about him immortality, which is pretty much why I think he will be the one to win anyway. So yeah, it's Mickey though. But they definitely compared the feat to something he wins to something Roxas did. I'm not so sure I agree with that part. I mean, sure, Mickey is quick, he's a great character and all, and he can definitely take on Roxas, of course, but anyway, I'm gonna let that go. And we're just gonna see, yeah, when it comes to the battle itself, I didn't enjoy that one. It's definitely not one of my favorite 3D battles, but I did enjoy it, so that's fine. So yeah, not much else to say about this battle actually. I just enjoyed it. I definitely won't put me all the way up to my favorites, and I definitely would like to see a little bit more story for why they're fighting. It seems that they basically just, they're both there, and calling each other master slash king, and then a fight. I would like to see a little bit more of a reason why they're fighting. You know, so yeah. So without that, it was still okay. And I'm gonna repeat myself if I keep going here now. So let's go for the next one, which is Shadow versus sorry, I don't remember her name. Rikyo. Rikyo? Yeah, it's probably Rikyo. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Anyway, I don't know Rikyo and who this character is, but she's apparently coming from Kill La Kill. I can't say I know what that is either. I assume it's anime, but yeah. And because it's an anime, most likely is. It's not looking good for Shadow, because anime can get really crazy and all. And Shadow, yeah, sure, the Sonic scene can get really crazy as well, but nowhere near the fact to the point where the anime can usually get, unless they can piece from the comics as well, because Shadow has probably done a lot of stuff in the comics that I don't know about. I just want Shadow to win the next one, so I really hope he does, because DEATHBATTLE hasn't been all that kind to him so far. So yeah. But anyway, I think that's it for this DEATHBATTLE, and then they did, so I can't say who I think is gonna win the next one. I want Shadow to win, but I think he's gonna lose. Okay, I can say I think he's gonna lose, but I can't say it for sure. So without further ado, I think that's it. So I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. And again, I was so glad I was wrong about this one. But anyway, yeah, okay, I think you just should end it here. So thank you so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Don't know what to comment. Just say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad Mickey won. Something like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Min23 signing out.